Here we go, another video installment. 1942 Lincoln Continental. This is body number 19 of the 200 coupes that they built that year. This is my barn find, probably of my lifetime anyway. Very largely original car. Looks like I may be out trying to outrun the weather today trying to film this, but thought I would put this video up and get a good look at what she looks like here. It was repainted, I believe, sometime in the late 60s by the previous owner. And those are the correct hubcaps. Those are 1942 only. A lot of the trim on this car is 1942 only. Here we are with the interior, a little better view than the last video I had. Take the cover out here. You can actually see the front seat. All the upholstery is original. Been doing a lot of work on it lately, getting it running, getting it to run pretty good. There's still some issues. Namely that light, which got damaged at some point in its time in storage before I bought it. I do have a replacement coming for it though. However, not cheaply, but good view of the gauges here. Radio with the automatic changer for the stations. A radio works excellent, actually. I would turn it on, but YouTube and sometimes there may be a problem with licensing with what comes over the air, but it does work, as does the clock. Original leather on the seats. And again, for those that are into early Lincoln Continentals, probably the one dash badge you do not see very often, with a looks like an old coupon stuck down inside from the inside there. Don't know how it got in there, but somebody stuck that in there. But it did have the Liquimatic, although I do believe now I know my problems lie in the clutch, U-joint and torque tube area. Now, got our charging system problem solved. We have a PowerMaster 90 amp 6 volt positive ground alternator with a single wire hookup. Now I have excellent charge at every engine RPM. From the lowest idle, I still get over 7 volts at idle. I think this is a pretty good car. And so far I'm otherwise quite happy, even if it has some issues. Doesn't drive too bad. These are the original carpets that you see in the car. The mats. I believe those to be pretty much original. Some of the interesting case candy that came with it. Amongst old registration cards, we'd even got a dash plaque from a car show when he had it in 1967 at the West Union Lions Club. Again, this car is out of Southwest Ohio, near Wilmington, between Columbus and Dayton area. So if you're in the Lincoln and Continental Owners Club and you actually recognize this car, I remember seeing it a long time ago at one of the meets. There's the tire pressure information there. The man that owned this car was a member of that club. Unfortunately, the one piece I didn't get with the sale was the trophy. He had won a trophy with it at some point, at some time, and I want to say it was in the 60s. But I let, when he passed away, I can't remember quite what year it was, she told me, but I let the family keep the trophy so they could kind of remember the car. He was a very avid collector of Lincolns. He loved Lincoln Continentals. And from what I understand, this was his favorite one. But he had all of them from this car up through the Mark VI in the 1980s. So he had one of each. But anyway, close this up. Take one more step back. Again, I'll apologize for bad filming and bad camera work. I'm doing this with a phone camera, which is not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. But anyway, checking in during all of this strange time going on.